Hey, what's going on, everyone? Gillis TV back here with some Edmonton Oilers, discussions, see what the team needs, what they're going to do, some of Bob Stauffer's news he had throughout the last few days. And of course, it's been a few days since the offer sheets weren't matched by the Edmonton Oilers. So we're just going to kind of go through a couple things and see what the Oilers need, what can realistically happen, and all that stuff. But if you're new to the channel, like anything Oilers related or NHL, don't matter the team. A lot of Oilers stuff, of course, being an Oilers fan. I even have the hoodie on right now. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, we're 121 away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you guys could hit that, that'd be amazing. We're trying to hit it by September 1st. And thank you for all the support of late. It's been unbelievable. I can't appreciate it. I have no words to appreciate it, but thank you guys so much for the last year for sure. It's been truly amazing. Now, let's get away from that mumbling and stuff, and let's get into this Edmonton Oilers news. Of course, Philip Broberg, Dylan Holloway headed to the St. Louis Blues a few days ago. It took me a couple days to kind of just sit back, think what the Edmonton Oilers need, and there's been some rumors on Bob Stauffer's show that they could be interested in two defensemen that used to play under Chris Knobloch, one in the A, one in the O. I know the Oilers fanatic got into that details, but that's pretty much, if you want to go check out who it is, go check him out. I don't think they really need any defensemen. Both were left-handed, Tenorti and Dermott, but we do need defense for split games, age, and all that in the preseason. So we might get a PTO offer there just to kind of help the Oilers out, showcase what these two guys have. And I honestly don't know if they'll sign one of them. There were rumors that maybe Tyson Barrie or Justin Schultz as well. Those have been circulating around since the offer sheet on Philip Broberg. There was a tweet saying someone saw Tyson Barrie in Edmonton. Not too sure how true that is. But even with Tyson Barrie, I don't see the Edmonton Oilers PTOing him. Justin Schultz is more of a wild card at this point. And I'm saying this because they got Ty Emberson in that trade for Cody Ceci, a guy who, played really well for playing on the worst team in the NHL. I believe he had 9 or 10 points in 30 games, and he was only a minus, and was in a single digits for his plus minus. So playing on a team like the San Jose Sharks, who realistically were really bad, he was one of their top scoring chances against guys to break them down. I believe Ty Emberson will get the start with Darnell Nurse. I know that's a tough task for anyone playing with Darnell Nurse, but I just don't see where Tyson Barrie or Justin Schultz fit on this lineup. A big body like Josh Brown on that third pairing would help too, and we can't forget about Troy Stetcher, a veteran in the NHL, played a lot of games throughout his career, can play up to that 19-20 minute mark if need be, and that would fill the role of Cody Ceci right there playing those minutes. So just having those PTOs for Justin Schultz and Tyson Barrie just doesn't make sense for me. You got three guys one of the reasons you didn't qualify Philip Broberg was because you got Ty Emberson, who is just as good as Broberg was in his time in the NHL. So we'll see how it goes with Ty Emberson and the right side of the defense there. Tenorti and Dermott, those may be guys coming in, like I said, just to help out. But the Oilers fanatic Patrick there has more of a rundown on that, if you want to go check that out. Now, Leon Drasaitl, Bob Stauffer's show with, I'm not too sure who it was, kind of hinted that there might be a Leon Draisaitl extension coming up. Like, Bob Stauffer is on vacation right now, so we'll have to wait to see what comes in that. But in order to kind of get people off the whole you didn't match Broberg or Holloway news, you might want to announce that there's a Leon Draisaitl signing for sure. And I still stick with the fact, if he's taking less money to stay, it's going to be 8 years between 12.75 and 13.5 million a year, and that honestly is saving money because then you can accumulate cap space over the years that he's on that contract. It's not just now. It looks really small now, but if you think about all the accumulated cap space that actually saves the Edmonton Oilers over the 8-year duration of that contract, they can bring a lot of different guys in for 1 year at the trade deadline and then maybe not re-sign them, like we re-signed Adam Henrique, which was a good move by the Edmonton Oilers. But we have had people where we brought in just a trade line and said bye-bye once it's done. So there's that. No word on Evander Kane. I know Jeff Jackson's interview, I believe it was Tuesday morning, said he doesn't really have a say in it. It's up to Kane and the doctors. They're hopeful Kane can start the season, but if he does need surgery and stuff, we'll see how it goes from there. Of course, Stan Bowman does not want to go into LTIR. He'd rather Kane just on IR so we can still accumulate cap space. I believe with the cap space we have right now this second, the Oilers could afford a $4.4 million player at the deadline. So that's huge for the Edmonton Oilers. We'll see how it goes from there. But that is pretty much it for me today. Just a little rundown here of what's going on with the Edmonton Oilers. It has been quite a week, and having no Oilers news the last few days has been kind of, interesting if you want to say. But, of course, now I'm just rambling on. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.